What's up everyone, Lethal Concept here. So I'm going to assume you're here because you watched the video before this one, which is the Turian Havoc with the Flak Cannon spam. And I'm here to mainly talk about the two builds that I've made for the two main Flak Cannon classes. The Krogan Mercenary and the Turian Havoc Trooper. So first off with the Krogan Mercenary, this is the build that I would recommend, or the build that I would run if I was to run on gold. Flamethrower maxed with recharge, reach, and blinding heat, and I'll go reach over lingering burn because I really want the extra hit radius, and I find a lot of times that I really want that extra reach and I'm not finding myself in desperate need of damage. This also means that you can hit things farther away and hit them with blinding heat. Fortify with 4 ranks to get as much damage protection as possible, and this is because you don't really need the melee synergy or the weapon efficiency with the weapon that I use, which is the Hesh. And also there was a thread that talked about Hesh that doesn't actually get each pellet as sustained fire bonus, so it doesn't really give a lot of oomph in your damage, and you don't really need the extra stability and accuracy if you're going for a bit more of a close range build. So I took the points out of that and put them in the extra protection from Fortify. Now with Flak Cannon, this is the same Flak Cannon upgrade part that I use for Turian Havoc Soldier. Power Cell, Stunning, and Shredder. Anti-armor not useful. Stunning is way more useful if you've seen in the video. Extra Power Cells +3 is way better than the damage of force, and obviously Shredder so you can get that damage per second. Now for Rage, I'll obviously go for as much health regeneration and free proc on low health as possible. Now the kind of build that I ran with the Turian Havoc Trooper is actually, if we can get that to load, I actually don't run the aerial assault hover damage build that a lot of people have tried out for a couple of reasons. First of all, let's go over the build. Incinerate over 4 radius, anti-armor, and double incinerate. Radius to pick up more than one mob with each hit, because you want to do a lot of damage over time, like fire and forget kind of things. Armor because incinerate is great against armor, and double incinerate to get that extra damage on another target. Turbocharge, I actually go for 3 ranks in this, or 3 ranks, yes, because in munitions training, once again, sustained fire, the pellet for each Hesh doesn't actually apply. So it only applies each shot, so that's the reason why you don't get enough out of sustained fire. And for precision, again, Hesh is more of a close range-ish weapon, so you want to be a bit extra closer range. So it doesn't really mean you get a lot of benefit from accuracy and stability. But with Turbocharge, you get the extra 10% recharge, the extra 10% gun damage bonus on top of your bonus. So it's actually pretty nice to get like at least 3 ranks of Turbocharge. Now with Flak Cannon, I explained before, it's all the lower upgrades. For munitions training, I go for power augmentation purely for that +1 power cell upgrade. And weapon efficiency because you don't really do melee, so you don't really get the gun damage, melee damage synergy going there, so obviously just weapon efficiency. And now for aerial assault, here we go. Health and shields, aerial evasion, health and shields. So the hover, aerial evasion, aerial engagement build, I have tried that, and the reason I don't like that is it can work, don't get me wrong. If you kill a lot of stuff, you can hover for so long, then you dodge in a direction and you hover again. But the problem is when you're pugging a lot, you find that some people don't play around as a team, and sometimes they go and move off, and that leaves you by yourself. And if you get target fired from 2 to 3 sharpshooters by outlaws, 2 to 3 anointeds by cat, or 2 to 3 observers by remnant, you're gonna find that even with all that damage reduction, you're gonna still drop out down pretty fast. So what I actually do is go for the max health, and this one purely just for the max health and shields. Now I go for aerial evasion because you don't actually do melee or melee dive bomb, or that's what it's called. I just call the melee dive bomb from air. But this extra damage resistance by airborne and evading is actually pretty nice. A lot of times in the video you will see that I actually jump up to get a better angle for my Flak Cannon shots to stun, and you'll see a lot of times that I'm dodging a lot because obviously dodging is better than just running to places. So it's actually really nice to have this aerial evasion input in there. And with these max health and shields, now you will actually see that my health is 880 and my shields are 620. This is actually pretty close to the 917 health of the Krogan Mercenary, but the shield is quite a significant larger number than the Krogan Mercenary shields. Of course, the Krogan Mercenary, you have the in the build, You obviously have the, let's just check the Fortify, obviously have the 70 damage resistance, but you don't get hampered down by the slowness of Fortify, so you can do a lot of aerial jumps, flak cannons and repositionings and all that, so that's actually really nice. And to be honest, I would much prefer playing a flak cannon build with the Turian Havoc Trooper than the Krogan Mercenary. Obviously, I stated before, it's much faster because you don't need to pop Fortify on, and you're a lot more mobile when dodging and jumping up with flak cannons. Also, you're not actually staying in one spot when you use Flamethrower. With a double Incinerate, you can just fire and forget it, and it'll hit quite a bit of targets with the radius. That will do a lot of damage over time with a Flak Cannon. Obviously, you don't have the Lingering Burn, which gives, I think it's 30% damage reduction, or is it 50? It was Tech Sabotage that gave 30, wasn't it? Yes. So this one gives 50. Tech Sabotage gave 30 or 35 damage reduction. Obviously, you don't have the damage reduction, but I find that I enjoy the flow of movement with the Turian Havoc Trooper more than the flow with the Krogan Mercenary. So that's just my take on those two builds. Those are the two builds that I would recommend or would give a guide upon to run these two characters on gold. Anyways, that's it for this video. A short video just showing what build that I ran with the Turian Havoc Trooper and obviously the Flak Cannon variant class Krogan Mercenary. And that's it. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you next time.